Hey everyone, it's the year is 1999, back at you with a new video. In today's video, we're going to continue talking about Dwelvers in the Dungeon, of course. Last time we talked about your specific combat options, and today we're following up with our special abilities and magic. So to start with, every class has a selection of special abilities they can activate, and this is where your stamina comes into play. You gain extra stamina each time you level up. Priests and mages, they get a lot, while scouts and warriors get less. And for mages and priests, specials are the spells they cast, and they also get access to what are called simple spells. These are weaker effects, but they require no stamina to use. So let's go ahead and look at those options.
So at level 1, you choose 2 specials from your class's list. Then you get another one every time you level up. Mages, those start with 3. We don't really have enough time to go through all of the different specials and spells, but to give a few examples from each class. First, for Warrior, there's Spinning Attack. Deals the weapon's damage of whatever weapon you're holding to all adjacent creatures. Charge, the Warrior does extra damage by running at someone using a melee weapon. Blowback, which causes you to knock back a creature if you damage them. Power Leap, which lets you jump a lot further to move around. And then Knock Down, which gives you a bonus to demolish checks. Then for Scouts, there's Stunning Strike, which is used when attacking with a close melee weapon. If the target takes any damage, then they cannot attack or move on the next turn. There's Track, which lets you find hidden creatures. Muffled Steps, which makes it easier to sneak around people. Speed Burst, which lets you move a lot faster.
Want to see me run to that mountain and back? You want to see me do it again?
And Lockmaster to give you a bonus to lockpicking. So priests get things like Simple Ward to give another creature extra defense, Simple Smite to do a bit of damage to another creature, Heal, which lets you heal an ally. They can also produce columns of flame to burn up a foe, or grant a speed blessing to let their ally move a lot faster. Then for mages, there is the spell Frost Touch, a simple spell that lets you do ice damage to a nearby enemy. Create Trinket, which lets you manifest a small object in your hands. Minor Summons, which lets you create a small creature under your control. And then Wind Blast, which lets you make a column of wind to knock down and cut up your enemies. And then lastly, there's Find Weakness, which lets you divine out a weakness in another creature or a structure, which you can then tell to your allies. And this can give them advantages when attacking. And so this could be a good chance for teamwork, offsetting the penalty of a called shot, like we talked for last time. And so, like I said, those are just some examples. There's over 40 specials currently in the rules doc, and if you have any examples for more, please let me know in the comments. And now I have a very unpolished mechanic that I want to mention here called Ritual Sacrificing. Basically, if you find a chapel in the dungeon, you can use its altar to sacrifice an item of value. This could be gold or weapons or magic items. And so a priest or anyone with training in the spirituality skill can offer up the item. Then they make a spirituality check to see how well the item is received. And the personal and practical value of an item should be taken into account. For instance, the club that you got off the last guard that you killed in a chamber just a few minutes ago would not be worth as much, or if anything, as compared to, say, a weapon that brought you through most of the dungeon and it's had to help you destroy many enemies, and it's been very important to you this entire time, but you know that you need help now, so you're willing to part with it. That might be willing to give you a lot more. And you can also get bonuses based on how well attuned the priest in question is to the chapel that they're in. For example, a priest with a lot of battle spells could get a large bonus when offering up a favorite sword in the chapel of a war god. And like I said, I like this idea overall, but it still needs a lot of work, at least at the time of this recording. But hey, if you guys have any suggestions for it, go ahead and put it in the comments. And the last thing that we're going to go over today are magic items. The magic items in this world are far more durable than the Dwelvers who seek them. Each one of them should feel different, unless of course there's an in-game reason for why there would be several copies of the same item. They should all have a name, and they should only be available for purchase if sold by another team of Dwelvers. And next week we're going to talk about how buying and selling works. So of course, you should scale items to fit the party level, but sometimes disproportionately high power can be fun. To give some sample items though, there's the Rod of Snow, a magical quarterstaff, deals melee ice damage to a target on hit. Then there's the Ring of Fire. While wearing this ring, your unarmed strikes do an extra 3 flame damage, and this offsets all of the normal penalties related to punching. Then there's the Hammer of the Skies, 6d6 smashing plus 6d6 electric damage. While wielding this hammer, you know the spell Lightning Bolt. No matter what class you are, and it costs 2 fewer stamina to cast it. The thing is though, this hammer weighs 600 pounds. Yes, I did add Mjolnir into this game system.
I'm so far beyond you! I'm like a god in human clothing! Lightning bolts shoot from my fingertips!
All right, there you go. That's the outline of how, the various special abilities and spells work. Next time, we're going to follow up with our 5th video, which is going to be, how you use the special things that you get after a battle. So, how leveling up works, the shopping, the mechanics for the economy, everything like that. That should be a fun one. If you're watching several of these in a row, you're probably noticing that I'm wearing the same shirt because I'm recording this part all at once. So hopefully I didn't make any one major mistake that's going to carry through for all of them. But all right, going to try to put that next video up soon. Hope you watch it when it comes out. Put your ideas for any spells or specials that you might have in the comments. And until next time, have a great day and God bless.